For the TikTok account that has stolen my name, can't even use it on TikTok, and taking all my videos, I'm coming for you, and so is my community. Good luck trying to steal this video. I have made an account now. It's the real glitching queen. This is the real account. I'm being forced to kind of post on TikTok because of this nonsense, so to make it worth my while, I'm going to be posting stuff that I would never post on YouTube. This is going to be shit that's going to get me in a lot of trouble, but I don't care if it's on TikTok, so if you guys want to follow that account, get ready. I've got an awesome glitch for you guys. I wasn't sure if this was going to be good, but we went in and tried it, and it is amazing. This is an unlimited GobbleGum glitch, meaning when you use the gum, it doesn't come out of your inventory, and we've not had that yet for Black Ops 6. It worked really good in Black Ops 3 though. This unlimited GobbleGum allows you to skip rounds, so you can get into the really high rounds at lightning speed, and you could easily hit the max round of 999. With a 4-player lobby, you can go 100 rounds in 1 hour. That's insane. And it would take you, obviously, about 10 hours to get to the max round of 999 with this method. Again, very doable. This is using the new gum timed out. Normally what this gum does is it will end the round immediately and then stop all zombie spawns for 3 minutes. With this glitch in this gum, you're able to just keep changing the rounds over and over again, and you're bypassing that 3-minute wait time. And on top of that, you get to keep that gum infinitely and just keep using it. They're going to patch the shit out of this. This glitch does require 2 players, but if you want to speed it up and maximize it, 4 players is best. There's going to be the host in the game, and they're going to be the one staying in the game the whole time, and the other 3 players are going to be coming in and out of the game, using the gum, advancing the round, leaving and coming back over and over again. And it is not as bad as that sounds. It's actually really easy and extremely fast. The host of the game does not need to have the timed out gum on them, but the other players do. They just have to have one, and they'll be using that same one gum over and over again to push the rounds. There is some timing involved, but it's pretty simple. We came in barely knowing what we were doing, but we caught on real quick, and we made it to round 170 in no time. First, I'll show you guys my perspective being the host, what I had to do with the timing and helping them, and then I'll show you the perspective of the players that are going in and out of the game. So again, I stayed in as host, and then 2 of the players revolved in and out using the gum, and then the 4th player, shout out to Trickz, he just stayed in the game, chilled in a corner. He was the insurance policy. He had a timed out gum ready to go just in case something went wrong. So Cam and Bearish were the ones taking turns coming in, using the gum, and leaving, and I was helping them with timing. I was letting them know when to pop the gum and then when to leave the match. Also, we did this in spawn with no doors open, and it worked really good. So I'm the lookout. I'm waiting to see the very first sign of a zombie, and Bearish is ready to pop his gum. And as soon as I see that zombie right there, I'm telling him to pop it as fast as possible. He's popping the gum, and now he's in his menus ready to leave the game. And I'm going to tell him to leave the game as soon as all those zombies die. So it's like, now, go, get out of the game. After you pop the gum, there's a 3-minute timer that starts. But because he left the game, it cancels that 3-minute timer, and he gets to keep the gum. Now, there is some timing that you're trying to hit here, but there's a sound indicator to let you know if you got that timing right. There's a whistle that blows whenever this gum is used, and you want that person that used the gum to be leaving right before that whistle blows or right on it. And as long as that person is hovering over the leave button and you tell them to leave right as those zombies die, you'll see them leave, and then you'll hear that whistle. If they leave after the whistle blow, then it will not bypass that 3-minute timer, and you will have to sit here and wait the 3 minutes for the zombies to spawn back in, and then you can do it again. For bug rounds, it's the exact same thing. We get one right here, and I just wait to see those parasite portals come in, and as soon as I see them, I'm like, pop your gum, like right there. Bearish is popping his gum. Again, same thing, just waiting to see all of them die off, and the moment they do, I'm telling him to leave the game right now, like go. Now I'll show you guys the perspective of a player that is using the gum and coming in and out of the game. This goes extremely fast, so I'll show you Cam's perspective. We're on round 100 right here. He's already left, he's coming back in, and we just had the person popping the gum stand right here, so we knew who was doing it, so 2 people didn't do it at the same time. He is hovering over his gum, ready to use it, waiting for me to tell him to pop it. I'm looking out for the first zombie, so right there I'm like, pop it, and then he goes right into his menu, goes to leave, and hovers over yes, and then I'm telling him when to leave because he can't see anything, and then it's gonna put him in the menu, and then he just joins right back. Now, there are some things that can go wrong with this. I'll go over that and then show you some of the strategies we use with this to make it easier. There are some times that the player leaves and they crash and they have to restart their entire game and they can't come back into the game immediately, and that could leave a big gap in being stuck on a high round and no one with a timed out. And that's why we had a fourth player. That was our insurance policy. Shout out to Trickz. He just sat in a corner and we would put him into rotation when the other two players couldn't get back into the game fast enough. Out of 170 rounds, it only happened 3 times, but each of those times that would have been game over. Like, we would have not been able to continue skipping rounds like we were doing. So it's good to have a backup. Also, the way we did this, we did it in the spawn with no doors open and we were stress testing it, and that left me with no money and no salvage. You do need some protection, and I was getting no kills, no essence. So what do? Well, every 5 rounds you do get 500 salvage, and I was taking that salvage, buying decoys, and then using the decoys like you saw there does actually give you essence. So then I was able to buy armor and perks. With this method you get no doppelgast or amalgams, and everybody in the game does earn gobblegums even though they're coming in and out. And of course I was earning XP with the round changes, and I was leveling up. And here's the end of the game report. It took us an hour and 30 minutes to go 170 rounds, and we have no kills. Also, a big shout out to Ben Cole from the Discord for letting us know about this, and a shout out to the founder. I'll have them linked in the description. I think we plan on doing a live stream to see how high we can get. I don't know if we're going to get to 999. That will take 10 hours, but yeah, look out for that stream. But hopefully you guys get to try this. We haven't had this good of a round skip in a really long time. Black Ops 6 just keeps giving. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you next video.